gathers this morning as a united community in a divided country.
Austin se junta hoy como una ciudad unida en un país dividido.
United! I understand that you're angry and that you're scared and that you're hurt and confused. Many of us are, and that includes me.
Yo entiendo que están confundidos, enojados. Muchos estamos sintiendo de esta manera, igualmente yo.
I want you to know that you are not alone.
Quiero decirles que no están juntos.
I also know that you are strong and determined and resolved. That you are prepared to protect your rights and your friends and your neighbors and your families.
Sé que tienen fuerza, que están preparados para defender a sus amigos, a sus familias y a sus vecinos.
And again, I want you to know that you are not alone.
Y no están solos.
We don't know how the Trump presidency will play out, but we do know enough, based on what's been said in the last year, to be anxious about the possibilities.
No sabemos lo que va a traer la presidencia de Trump, pero sabemos que sí hay causa ansias.
At this time of uncertainty, I stand here certain about one thing, and that is that Austin will not waver.
Yes.
Austin has been an outspoken champion for justice and equity and opportunity, and nothing that happened this week changes who we are as a community, our values, or our culture.
Las elecciones va a cambiar nuestra como somos.
In Austin, we will continue to be a city where neighbors care for one another, where we instinctively and reflexively reach out to comfort and protect those around us, where we celebrate everyone's right to love, where we value and cherish families and will fight to keep them together, where newly gained access to health care must not be lost, yes, where we fight to protect religious freedom.
Nuestro derecho a quien amamos, nuestro derecho a la salud, y aquí nunca se olvidará esto.
Where women's rights are civil rights. Where we recognize that we are a country of immigrants and that our rich diversity has always been and will always be one of our greatest strengths. And where, most importantly, where everyone living in Austin deserves to feel safe and to be welcome. In Austin, Texas, we build bridges and not walls. You know, we know what it's like to be challenged in Austin for being who we are, for keeping Austin weird. Yet, Austin is still here.
Sabemos que es difícil ser pelear por quién somos aquí en Austin, por ser Austin una ciudad extraña, y aquí estamos.
Austin has always been unapologetically Austin.
Austin siempre ha sido Austin, sin darle razón a nadie.
In Austin, we do things our way, and we will not stop.
En Austin hacemos las cosas a nuestra manera y no queremos.
Now, I respect the office of the presidency because that is important for our democracy. And I am ready to give our new president the chance to govern fairly and consistent with our Constitution and the laws of our country. But at the same time, we will remain vigilant and prepared. We will stay true to who we are as a city and a community. We will stay true to our neighbors, our brothers, our sisters, and our friends that are gathered here today and all around our city. We must affirmatively and visibly reject and call out those across the country who would harass and abuse and assault people of color and women.
Seguir a la Constitución, pero aquí estaremos, aquí en Austin, para denunciar a aquellos que han causado cualquier clase de temor a gente a inmigrantes y mujeres.
Because silence in the face of evil encourages it. Because it can be taken as acquiescence or even worse, as approval. People's concerns cannot be ignored or dismissed, as has happened in history when people shout out from the margins. This is about our values of fairness and justice for all people. The opposite of love is not hatred, it is indifference.
Las preocupaciones de todos serán escuchadas. El propósito del amor es.
And we need this work today more than ever in our country. Austin needs to actively lead the way to dismantle institutional racism and systemic inequities. Mi familia y mis hijas también tienen miedo. Iremos juntos, ustedes y yo, por el camino frente a nosotros. Quiero que sepan que sus líderes en este edificio que se encuentra en nuestras espaldas, nos comprometemos a la seguridad de ustedes y de sus familias. No están solos. President-elect Trump says he wants to make America great. He should come to Austin, Texas. Austin is the best city in the country. We have challenges, and opportunity even here is not shared by all. But still, we are a great city to start a small business, to get a good job, to take advantage of a growing economy. And we do this by staying true to who Austin is. We are a city that knows we can protect our fragile environment and natural beauty without stifling our economy. We are a city that knows you can protect the rights of workers without destroying businesses. We are a city that knows people who are deserving of a second chance should get one. A city that knows it can be one of the most welcoming of those fleeing terror from around the world, yet also one of the safest cities in the country. Austin is great because we take care of one another. We succeed in Austin in spite of, not in spite of our differences, but because we know our differences make us stronger. In Austin, America is great. And I want to conclude by saying that this week, mayors across the country have stepped forward to reassure their communities that cities will stand together to protect their residents. There is great power in cities united. Feel that strength, because that power is your power too. You are not alone, and we are not alone. Look around you. Look up here. Look at me. We stand together. Thank you.